Let's do it. Okay, we're gonna do it. In an attempt not to play MLB The Show 20 at all today, we're gonna do some tier lists. I haven't done any of these yet. I'm a tier list virgin. You know, not afraid to admit it. I think I know what's going on. I've seen enough of these videos to kind of get it. The first list we're going to do is MLB The Show 20 cards. This isn't going to be like the best and worst cards in the game. This is going to be like how I feel about the cards, what I've been able to do with them. Let's get into it. Mike Scott, number 1. Here's the thing about Mike Scott. Last year, I pitched really well with this card. Like, I was lights out with Mike Scott last year. This year, I've only pitched with him once or twice, but I did well, you know? And a lot of people say this card's trash, but I think this card is good. You know, it's not fantastic or an endgame card, but this Mike Scott card is good. Fernando Tatis Jr. Obviously, we go endgame right here. You just don't not hit home runs with this card. You know, that's what he does. And then when you prestige him, it's even better. The guy just hits the ball every single time. Bob Gibson is another card we'll put in the endgame category. Not biased at all, but I think all of you agree this Bob Gibson card is just insane. Awards, Max Scherzer. I have been wanting to play with this card for a while. I have enough stubs to pull the trigger on him. I just haven't done it yet, and I'm not able to pull him out of the headliner pack, so I don't know. You know, I've never played with this card, but I know that he is just fantastic. Okay, this is where it gets a little tricky now, because I don't know. So should I do decent or good? I don't know. We'll go decent with Max Scherzer just because I don't know. Giancarlo Stanton home run derby card. This card is good. That card's a good card, man. You're gonna hit home runs with that card no matter what happens. I did anyways. Corey Kluber. Now this is one of these cards you might think, hey, Ricky's probably gonna put this in the trash category. Just because my relationship with Corey Kluber in this game has not been the best. But this is a really good card. This is a fantastic card. Buster Posey. This card is trash. Yeah, this card's trash. You know, you might be able to hit with this card. You might be a huge Buster Posey fan. I cannot hit the ball with this card. Craig Biggio is another one that I'm going to put in the really bad. I don't think he's trash, but I cannot hit with this Craig Biggio card, no matter what I do. I've played a lot of games with him early in the year. I just can't get any hits with the guy ever. Joey Gallo. This card has a lot of power, obviously. We've all hit home runs with this card, but his vision is just so trash. You can only put him in the decent category, you know? And a guy like me that really can't get great PCI placement all the time, you know, if you got great PCI placement, you might put him in good, fantastic, or maybe in game. I doubt end game. But yeah, no, small PCI, not good for me. Bryce Harper, I just got this card. I've played a couple games with him, and I don't mind him at all. I think this is a good card. Again, it's just my opinion. Ryan Sandberg, I've played a little bit with this card. Not a fan. I really don't. I can hit with them okay, but I don't give a shit, you know? George Springer, this card I have not played with. I got him, but I have yet to put him in the lineup, but I'll put him in the decent just because I don't want to be an asshole. Jose Ramirez, another card that I have, but I just haven't played with. That's the thing about MLB The Show. There's so many good cards that you get good cards and you just don't have a reason to play with them. So we'll put him in the good because I know this card's good because I played with it before. Ken Griffey Jr. obviously going to go up to endgame. I don't have anything else to say about it. It's the best Ken Griffey Jr. card. Babe Ruth. I'm not going to do this card bad because a lot of people have told me how good this card is. I'm just lazy and I haven't gotten the all-timers shit done yet, so I don't have Babe Ruth, but I know that he's a fantastic card. I just know he is. Rogers Hornsby. This one is going to go right in the fantastic zone. I don't think it's endgame. Actually, for second base, it might be. But, you know, whatever. We'll put him in fantastic. I hit well with Rogers Hornsby. It's a great card. Mike Schmidt. I have not played with this card at all. So we'll do him all right. We'll do him decent. There you go, Mike. Dylan Carlson. This card is really good. I'm just going to put this card with good. I don't think it's fantastic. It's definitely not endgame. But this Dylan Carlson card hits, man. He hits the fucking ball. Reggie Jackson. I'm sorry, man, but I got to go trash on that card. I cannot touch any pitch with Reggie Jackson ever. It's one of those cards you got early in the year and you get excited. You're like, oh, great, man. I got a powerful Reggie Jackson out there. And then you just continue to not ever hit the ball with him. It messes with your mind, man. It messes with your mind. Honus Wagner right here just got this card. I've been hitting with him. I want to put him in fantastic. I don't know yet. He should probably go in good, but I have high hopes. So I'm going to put him in fantastic. Jimmy Fox. Obviously right up there in game territory, no doubt about it. The guy's swing is just absolutely beautiful and there's no stopping him. Luis Robert, I have not played with this card at all. I don't think, maybe one game, but I'll put him in the good category because that's a good card. Gary Sheffield, I have not played with this card a lot at all. We've had him for a while, but just for some reason, I never play with the card. I don't hit great with him. I know that. So I'll put him in the decent. For you, he might be endgame, but for me, how I bat with the card is just decent. Ernie Banks, another card that I haven't played with, but I know is a good card. We'll put him in decent. I feel bad about what I did here to Reggie Jackson. I'm going to move him up to really bad because I don't think he's like Buster Posey level at all. Ivan Rodriguez, another card I just got. Very excited about this card. We're going to be using him a lot. He definitely has a shot to take over that catcher position from Prestige Salvador Perez. Salvador Perez is a great card, man. He hits well. You know, it's got a good swing. But for some reason, we're getting into that Prestige dip. You know, I cannot hit with his Prestige version, and I'm not going to Prestige a card and then just use the diamond. You know, I'm not going to do that. So yeah, you know, Ivan Rodriguez might take over Perez's catcher position. Eric Thames right here. I have not used this card yet, but he's got some power, so we'll put him in the okay, decent section. Mariano Rivera. I'm an all-star player. I don't play on Hall of Fame difficulty because I can never get above 700 in rake seasons. So most of the games I play are on all-star. This guy is really bad on all-star. 100%. It sucks. Everyone tells me on Hall of Fame, he's good. Now, if I got some games in with him on Hall of Fame, he might go up here, maybe even here. But on All-Star, man, it's home run city. Earl Hershiser. This is a really bad card, in my opinion. Hey, to each his own, right? To each his own. I'd fucking give up home runs with him like crazy. Ted Williams, I'm not good enough to ever get to play with a card like this. So I'm going to put him in the fantastic category because I know he's good. I've seen what he's done. I just can't. You know, I'm not good enough to get him. Kerry Wood, I used to play with this card a lot when I first got him. I like this card a lot. This card is fantastic. Control is a little iffy. Actually, let me think about that. His control will f you over sometimes. We'll put him in the good category. Jim Palmer, I have not played with this card, not one time, but he does have some really sick-ass baby blues, so we'll put him in the meh. Lou Gehrig, another card that I am not good enough to get, but I know he's fantastic. I know he is. Ty Cobb, now, this guy's going to either go on endgame or fantastic. I don't know yet. I don't think I can put him up there in endgame with those guys. But I do hit very well with him. Probably the best leadoff hitter in the game. We're going to put him in fantastic. We're going to put him in fantastic. Just because, like, these guys up here in endgame, I crush the ball with these guys all the time. Or I just pitch lights out with them. It just doesn't matter. Albert Pujols, another guy that I would love to put right here. But I'm just going to put him in good. You know, I'll admit when I was wrong. He's not as good as I thought he was. I can't hit the ball with him either. But, you know, it's Albert Pujols. He's a 99 overall, so we'll put him in the good section. Justin Upton. I haven't played with this card. I've been looking at buying this card, but he's way overpriced in my opinion. So I'm gonna take that out on him just for being a little overpriced. It's not his fault, but we're gonna put him in the Clayton Kershaw. I've not played with this card either, but from what I hear, he gets a lot of mixed reactions. A lot of people say he's good. A lot of people say he's not. So we'll put him in the decent category, I guess. It's really tough to do this when I haven't played with the guys, actually. Big Papi, just got him. Love him a lot. We'll put him right in the fantastic category. John Smoltz. This is another one of those guys that might go right here next to Earl Hershiser. His prestige card I can pitch with, but I got lit up with this face of the franchise card. So we'll put him right there in really bad. Mike Piazza, I've not played with this card either, but I do hear great things about him. I'll put him in the good section. Nate Pearson. I know this card's fantastic. I know he is. From what I've seen, I just can't get him though. You know, I can't get him. Jimmy Rollins. I just got this card not long ago. I haven't played with him yet, but I do hear a lot of great things about him, so we'll put him in the good section. It's really tough to do this when you haven't actually played with the cards. Mondesi. I love this card. Fantastic, man. He's a fucking switch hitter, dude. He'll hit anything. Mike Trout, shoots right up to endgame. I mean, come on, man. This is the best Mike Trout card we've ever gotten. In my opinion, I believe that to be true. Larry Walker. I haven't played with this card yet, but you know this card is absolutely fantastic. Mickey Mantle, another one of these cards that might go up here, but you know what? We just got to put him in good. I got to put him in good because, you know, I've been playing with that card for a while now. I'm not even close to prestiging him yet, so that's got to tell me. I know you have to get a lot of stats to prestige that card. He's just good. Jim Thome. I haven't played with this card either. We'll not do him any disrespect, though. We'll throw him in the good category. And then last but not least, we have a Bo Bichette card here that I have played with a few times, and I'm just going to throw him right here in the decent, okay? Now, let me remind you one more time, this isn't like official anything. This is just how I feel about the cards. The cards I hit well with, Fernando Tatis Jr., Bob Gibson I pitch well with, Ken Griffey Jr., Jimmy Fox, and then Mike Trout up there. I crush with those cards. The fantastic tier cards I do great with as well, or cards that I have never used, but I know they are great because of what I see on the internet. And then, yeah, you can see the rest of them. Trash, we just got to go Buster Posey on that one. I don't care, man. It's nothing biased with the whole Yadier Molina, Buster Posey, who's better thing. I promise it has nothing to do with that. If you watch my videos, you know too. I can't fucking hit with that card. Okay, well, that's done. Let's do another one. All right, let's get into MLB teams right now. Again, just my opinion. This isn't like, has nothing to do with standings or stats or what teams are better, spending more money. Nothing to do with that. Example would be a team could have beat the Cardinals on a day where I thought the Cardinals were really going to win, and then this team just like upset them, and I'm like, oh, that team. It's that simple. You know, it could be that simple. Cleveland Indians, I don't have an opinion on the Cleveland Indians, really. If they won a World Series, it wouldn't bother me one bit. Yankees, I'm sorry, I got to put you on the D list. And again, just personal opinion. They got so many more World Championships than the Cardinals. You know, I don't want them to ever win anymore because I would like the Cardinals to catch up with them someday. So I got to throw them in the D category. My bad. Rockies, I like the Rockies. I do like the Rockies, man. Detroit Tigers, don't give a shit. Kansas City Royals, I do like the Kansas City Royals a lot. I do. The Brewers, we'll put them in C, man. I don't want them to win. Braves, absolute garbage. And just move on from that one, right? Doesn't that drive you crazy, Braves fans? I'm not even going to give an explanation. Fucking garbage. The Angels, I'm going to throw up here in the A tier because of, you know, they got Mike Trout over there. Albert Pujols is over there playing. I like a lot of guys over there. Obviously, the Cardinals we're going to put in the S tier because it's, you know, the Cardinals. Oakland Athletics, I'm going to throw up here in the S tier as well because if there's one American League team that I would root for, it's going to be the Oakland Athletics. Phillies, another team that I like. I like the Phillies, man. No problems over there. Blue Jays, I like the Blue Jays too. I would like for them to win a World Series. The Pirates, I feel bad for the Pirates, so I'm not going to throw them down here, probably where they belong. I'll put them right here in the B tier. San Diego Padres, we're going to throw up here in the A tier just because, dude, I'm excited to watch San Diego Padre baseball. I think we all are. Texas Rangers, literally can give two shits about the Rangers. Red Sox, two shits about the Red Sox. Giants, is that even a baseball team? Dodgers, look at us now. What just happened to me? The Dodgers, right? Diamondbacks, another team that I would love to see win a World Series at some point. I kind of root for the underdogs a little bit. Houston Astros, love what they did. I'm just kidding. They're trash. Mets, I am a Mets fan. You know, if we're going for New York team, I'm going to go with the Mets over the Yankees every day. The White Sox, I don't mind the White Sox at all. We'll put them up there. Actually, you know what? Nah. We'll put those guys right there. The Rays, I'd like to see them win, you know, but I'm not going to put them in the A tier. That's for damn sure. The Twins, who gives a shit? Twins are the most boring team ever. Miami Marlins, underdog, yeah. I don't give a shit, though. Seattle Mariners, don't have a strong opinion on the Mariners. Would I mind if they won a World Series? No, I don't think I would at all. Put them right there in the B list. The Orioles, again, is that even a baseball team? The Cubs, you might expect me to put the Cubs down here, but when I really got into baseball was when Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa were doing their thing. That's when my dad like jumped on the opportunity, but like, hey, here, see what I was talking about? Baseball. Look how fun this is. And he was right. So I'm going to put the Cubs. I'm going to put the Cubs in the A tier, man. I'm not one of those Cardinal fans that just don't like the Cubs. The Nationals right here, I should be a little salty when they knocked us out of the playoffs, but I'm not. You know, I like the Washington Nationals. It was their year, man, you know? And then the Cincinnati Reds. I can give two shits about the Cincinnati Reds. But there it is. If you guys are ever wondering how I feel about baseball teams, just refer to this list right here. This is basically exactly how I feel about all the baseball teams in the league. Let's do it. Okay, we're going to do it. Okay, so here's the thing. Some of these guys, I'm looking through them all. Some of these guys I don't know. I know that's probably my fault. I apologize for that. But some of these guys I just don't know. So if I don't know who it is, I'm going to put them in the E tier down at the bottom. Again, nothing personal. It's just because I can't have an opinion on someone that I don't know. So if you find yourself in this bottom tier down here, it's just because I don't know who you are. That's fair. A-Trend, dude. Yeah, no problem with A-Trend at all. Super cool guy, makes good quality content, very consistent, grinder. BC Reviews, great guy. Absolute great guy. I've had nothing but pleasant conversations with this guy. Big Ends Gaming, another great guy. Very consistent, making quality videos. He's not slowing down. He's going to keep going. College Lefty Gaming, I haven't never really talked to this guy before, but I do respect what he does, man. He's another grinder. He just keeps going. He puts videos out all the time. Clutch, right here. I've only met this guy like once. I've talked to him in his chat once. I don't know him that well. I've seen some of his stuff, but it's always been a delight from what I've seen. Dodger Films. You know, you're not watching a Dodger film softball game. What are you really doing with your life? This guy right here, I don't recognize that logo at all. I don't recognize it. We got Gomes here, obvious S tier, no doubt about it. I don't recognize that logo at all. Healy 6, another awesome guy. You know, no complaints over there. Kyle 23, grinder, absolute grinder, good guy. Kevin God, obviously one of the best, man. Just top-notch content all the time. Doesn't matter what day it is. He's putting out a good video. I believe this one here is Clue 21. I'm not sure, but if it is, yeah, S tier, man. Solid dude. Kooks 46, effing GOAT right there, no doubt about it. Magunski, very good player. Cool guy. You know, I don't really know much about him. I don't know him that well. But yeah, man, just one of the top players, man. And he's a grinder. He's a grinder as well. Movie Gaming TV, GOAT, right? Easy one. Mighty GOAT. It's in the title, you know, GOAT. Shelfie, quality videos, very consistent, and you know, just a wholesome dude. TF, I don't think I know who that is. I don't remember seeing this logo ever. RGS, I believe this guy is. Don't know much about him, but he makes good videos. He does like franchise, I believe. Rickster Ghost, that's me. I'll just put myself right here just so there's no, just get myself out of the way there. This looks like Rival. I believe that's Rival. Good stuff. He does like NHL videos and stuff too. Ressi, I've seen a couple of his videos. Top-notch stuff. Top-notch stuff. ScoMo, I don't really know much about ScoMo at all. Honestly, I do recognize the name because I see it everywhere. But I don't know much about his content. But I'm not going to put him down here because I do recognize the name. You know, these are just, down here is the stuff I don't recognize at all. Fuzzy, started off as MLB The Show content creator. Now he's doing MLB The Show videos. This guy's going to find himself in a position where he's like the voice of the MLB one day, rest assured. I don't recognize this one at all. Ants, I do know Ants. He does team builds and I believe franchise as well. TD Barrett, obviously, you know, just one of the main staples here in this community. Also in the Madden community. I don't recognize this person, honestly. I probably should, but I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Let's be fair. I don't recognize it. This one, I don't know who it is either. Daddy Demu, the most entertaining streamer in the game. I don't know who that is either. I don't recognize that. Serenity, obviously, you can spot Serenity in a Where's Waldo book. Put him up there in the S tier. And then this Hunt 38. The name sounds familiar, but I don't know. I'll put him down there because I don't think so. I don't know. But there it is, man. If I knew who these other guys were, they'd be up in the S tier too. Because we're all doing the same thing, man. And we support each other. Regardless of how we feel about people personally. That's the way it should be. I support everyone on this list. Regardless of if I know who they are or not. Except for this guy. This guy f***ing sucks.